Here, people. We out here.
That pen talk, that lip and leaning with a cane walk. Where you eating, stabbing motherfuckers with that same fork. COs on the take, fake POs violate for some bullshit. You ain't even do it just for hate. This kid is straight. The bleach brothers never preaching in the booth. We trying to broadcast the truth to that new young youth. So listen closely and keep that focus undivided. Trying to save you from the streets so you can learn just like I did. You gonna find out that jail ain't cool. The first sight of free balling when she stayed in school. Get out of line, see how fast they throw that ass in the shoe. Then break your mind, body, soul before your sentence is true. So stay away, cause you don't want a life of ducking one time. Now you flying kites with no wind and no sunshine. Motherfuckers beefing, man, they fighting on the lunch line. This ain't no joke, so don't be waiting on no punchline. All kinds of creeps from tough guys to Juana mans and baby mamas.
Can you hear me? Just want to make sure. I just use an iPhone, a different one. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. We got a couple things to talk about.
That's that other side of life where shit be getting ugly. Close quarters with con men, killers and druggies. Trust me, it's the cycle, and you don't want to be up in it, cause you can get sliced, diced, and cut up in the New York minute. In the box, it ain't nothing but stress and pressure. System moving you around like they playing chess and checkers.
This is gonna be on my podcast, like the intro.
That's
no COVID, fuck shit up. Hit the like button.
Minutes later in your house, you straight fighting for your life. It's kill or be killed. Who wanna live a life like that in a pod with one false rumor can get you killed like that? And brother, man, trust me, you ain't got a name no more. It's 86754-304. And when them foul booty bandits coming knocking at your door, this ain't an NBA court, but you be flopping on the floor. Now you see it ain't a game, cause in the slammer is for real. Pick one, you gotta choose to be the hammer or the nail, cause nothing but a jail thing, baby. Got the cons on the tier going crazy.
Just a freestyle by me,
ain't nothing but shady. I ain't got a line cause I ain't got nothing. So heed the message, pump your brakes like it's a red light. Sit back, cop a squat, and just listen to Fred White. Yo, this is Tales from the Pen. It's that real jail shit from cocksack to sing. You ain't never gonna find nothing sweet in the Bing. So sit back and take notes and watch the story begin. Yo, this is Tales from the Pen. It's that real jail shit from cocksack to sing. You ain't never gonna find nothing sweet in the Bing. So sit back and take notes and watch the story begin.
I got my boy Gary's verse too, man. I don't know where that shit is though. Alright, so we got a couple things to talk about real quick, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let me go to the we'll get back to that lane right there. But shout out to everybody in the building. Let me see if I can see the see who it is. Okay. Alright, bet. Let me see. We here. Alright. Let me see. Rowan. Ex-Toxic. Panama Pete. Salute. Mike. Brother Mike's in the building. Alright, this shit just froze. I want to make sure you guys can see me right now. Yeah, man, that was going to be the intro for the podcast. You guys know I had the place out in, Cranford, New Jersey. Had it for a few weeks, you know what I mean? COVID hit, the world shut down. The dudes, the landlord ended up selling the building. So, it was just a crazy time because you guys know what was about to happen. I was about to be the first one, like, you know what I mean? With this studio. You know, you guys seen the videos and stuff. They're up. Pictures is up, man. It's terrible how that happened, but maybe we could get back to that, right? Maybe we could get back to that. I know a couple things I do want to talk about, right? You know, it's crazy that sometimes when people put these cameras on and these phones on their YouTube, and they'll say anything. Like literally, dudes will say and make up anything for clout. Dudes will make up anything for views. Dudes will sit up here and lie and make shit up. I see some of these titles on some of the YouTube videos, just period, when you go on YouTube. They'll be like, you know, Mike Tyson caught with Justin Timberlake in a closet, like, and it will have like 3 million views, you know what I mean? And it's annoying that, you know, when I do a positive, even, you know, switching the subject, but when I do a positive interview, you know what I mean? And it struggles to get 1,000, 2,000 interviews, views. It's weird to me. But you guys know I've been on the burn with YouTube since October. That's why I stopped actually posting videos, because me and YouTube been going through it. You know, my people know this, the subscribers, the real ones. I've been suspended from YouTube since October. I can't get anything monetized. You see on the bottom, you can't, you know, most people have the cash. You could donate to the channel and all that. You can't do none of that shit. They don't put my videos out. They don't send out my notifications. They don't do any of that. They don't push my things into the algorithm. They don't do any of that. When you got beef with YouTube, that's what they do. They try to shut you down. So going back to that video, Justice for Corey, when I had Bree Mitchell on here the other night, I need you guys at least just to spread it. Put it on YouTube. Show people, like, we got to get this message out. This monster got to go to jail. Right? Justice for Corey. Little boy, 6 years old, man. So, spread that for me, guys. That's one. But two, again, you going back to these YouTube bloggers, right? These dudes will get up in here and say any fucking thing out of their mouth because it sounds good. So, you guys know my boy Dblock. You know what I mean? I did the video a few years ago. He got murdered, right? We know this. You know what I mean? I knew him inside. You know, I knew him out in the streets. We just did different things. We were on different paths. He was in one lane. I was in another. I knew if I jumped in, I know my lane, but I knew if I jumped in his lane, I know the rules, right? It's no secret. But then you got bloggers who are from out of fucking town. Or bloggers that didn't know him, and I get that because I do a lot of blogs too on, you know, when I hear about crimes on the internet. But I don't make shit up with the crime, okay, guys? Like, I don't put shit with it. I just put what's reported on the TV or something like that, right? So when you got bloggers, let me show you. When you got bloggers like this bozo right here, right? Reporting that, one, These dudes be swear to God they're fucking internet detectives. These dudes wanted to be police so bad. Half these YouTubers, they wanted to be police so bad. These guys, you know what I mean, really deep down wanted to be police. These guys would watch cops and root like hell for them to catch the criminals, you heard? Yeah. These guys watched the movie Heat and seen the police, you know what I mean? And seen the police get shot and cried at the time. You understand? They wanted to be police so bad. I'm gonna be honest, if I can go back and do it all over, shit. Anyway, that's what I would do. But these dudes, and half these dudes got criminal records and shit like that, but these dudes really be online playing internet detective, man. Like, these dudes did it with the whole King Dolph shit. Like, these dudes, Yo Gotti shit, like with the brother. I mean, these internet detectives is crazy. These internet detectives is weird, and these internet detectives, it's crazy because you gotta understand that the police is watching this. Especially when you title your video a certain thing, they may want little points, little pointers. They may want that. And when you internet detectives is on here fucking making shit up, when you internet dudes is on here lying, man, come on, man. So I seen this one clue dude, before I go any fucking further, hit the like button. You should come in and just hit the like button because you just know what the fuck I'm gonna say. And anybody come in here with that bullshit, guys, you already know. Because I seen a lot of bullshit on my last chat. I need my sniper game. Anybody say anything crazy, snipe their goofy ass. So you got this one blogger here, right? First of all, he put this whole thing together with my boy Dblock with a beef between Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma. You know they had beef. And Nicki Minaj is allegedly married to somebody related to Dblock. Like, it's some shit he tried to put out there. That's one narrative. Then he tried to put another narrative that, word on the street. I don't know where this goofy's from, but I can tell by the way he talk, he ain't from New York. I know that for a fact. I know he ain't from New York. I don't know. I seen a clip of this dude somebody sent me, and I wrote on his page. Because this dude is out saying that Dblock had a case and he was out. So word on the street was, what? What the fuck?
Son of Remy Ma arrested for 2021. Was rushed by medics that focused on revenge on him snitching, and they killed him.
Here we go.
This is where a lot of people start to question. You was busted in 2020. You already had priors and everything, and somehow you got out. So now was people suspecting that Dblock Gilbert was snitching.
I'm not even going to say the dude's name because we don't give out pre-promotion. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't give out free promotion. We don't do internet pimping. You know? I do that. People talk about me. I don't talk about them. That's called internet pimping, right? We're not even going to... This dude got over 200,000 subscribers. And he's speculating. So he's a big platform. So he is speculating. And word on the street. And he went on to, you know, this word on the street goofy shit like he's in tune. Like he's in tune with the New York streets. I'm here in New York and I'm not even in tune with the New York streets. But I know more than you do, sir. I know more than you do. And then the goofy shit. Look at this punk. Look at this lame. Watch, look. I wrote up on his pad. You see it? Can you guys see that? I'm gonna leave it there for 1 second if you want to screenshot it. Look, you can see. Same video. Look. I wrote, you should stop spreading false narratives. He wasn't a snitch at all. He was out on bail when this happened. But anyway, keep his name out your mouth. Then he put up another video and was like, oh, dude, just telling me to stop talking about him, but I'm going to talk about... He was talking about me. He deleted all my messages. I wrote him a bunch of messages. He deleted them. You know? Like, stop spreading false narratives like that, man, if you don't know the fucking truth. That's why every time I say it, I say allegedly. I say allegedly. I don't know the situation. I don't know what happened. It could have been over anything. It could have been over a chick. I don't know. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Darius was a pretty boy. Darius, you know what I mean? The ladies love Darius. It could have been over him smashing somebody's chick or something. Dude was scared and hot. I don't fucking know. They could have been doing business. I don't know. Like, I don't know about the room. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care why it happened. I don't care why it happened. He's not here anymore. And they arrested somebody allegedly for his murder. We'll see what happens. We'll see what comes out. We'll see who was snitching. Because there was only 2 of them, so, and they both got knocked, so. Right? Remy's son was already on the island for a gun, a 40 cal. Could maybe that gun have been the murder weapon? I don't know. The police do. Police got video. Yeah. Police got video of them coming around with the Domino's or whatever, right there, the green gas station, TV, whatever, BP gas station, right? They got all of that. That ain't snitching, that's public knowledge. But for you to just be online on your big platform, bozo, running around throwing New York dudes' names around, like you like that? You're just making up false narratives on people that you don't even know? None of these bloggers knew him. None of them. Only one. Only one other blogger actually knew him. And he was also related somehow through, you know, Darius' baby mom, Shu. He always talked about Shu. He would always tell me about Shu. He would always tell me Shu was short, but Shu would fight. He said he couldn't mess with chicks in the hood because, you know, they was afraid of her. So Hassan is related to her or something. Shout out to Jasmine, his daughter, Darius' daughter. So maybe Hassan knew him. Hassan didn't even know him, though. He just knew him through third parties. Outside Zip, nobody else should be talking about this shit. He the only other one, other than me, that actually knew him. Actually been out with him. You know what I'm saying? I know him over 20-something years. Check up on him yearly. You know what I mean? Yo, what up? Where you at? Pull up on him, wherever he was. Yo, I'm over here. You know what I mean? Always in pretty much the same area. I went to Darius' crib. We went right there across the street. They got this little park. You know, that's where the pull-up gang. We was doing the pull-up gang. He's heavy into working out. This is my guy. Like, I knew him. You see what I'm saying? Hung out with his brother. You know, we all met up on Rockaway Boulevard. He'll tell you. You know how his brother found me on here when I did the Darius video? He's probably in here, Mo. Shout him out. I pulled up, and he was like, from the video, he was like, yo, I remember you. You got the Never Again tattoo. Look what I got there. You see that, guys? Never Again. You see that? I got that when I first came home. His brother. He called him his brother. Whatever. He'll tell you. So, you know, we went out for drink. Like, this is my guy. Now, listen, I'm in my 50s. I'm married. I got 3 kids, you know. My life was never his life just because I knew him. My life wasn't his life. We lived two different lives. They're still my boy. You got people like that, yes or no? Where like you cool with them, but you know they in different lanes and you're not really doing that. I got a lot of those type people. Had a lot of those where I always knew the rules. I could have been rich, but I knew I would have been in jail by now. With certain dudes. I just didn't jump in like other people did. And, that was their mindset. No 401k plan. No nothing for retirement. No none of that. Just go get this money. I had to think a little different. You know what I mean? This is true. So when you got this bozo over there, and I'm not going to even say his name just so that anybody can go look. He already got 200,000 subscribers. He don't fucking need any more. But when you got this bozo assuming and saying shit like, well, possible he was out, so, word on the street is, ain't no word on the street where? What word, what street? What word, what street? Because, listen, man, do I put it past anybody? No. I'm saying, have I ever heard anything crazy? Never. 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 I ain't never heard a bad name about Dblock, man. Official. You know what I mean? I told you we met up in the box. He was still wounded. He had went gun to gun in Clinton with somebody. For those out of towners, don't mean bang bang, gun and gun. It means knife to knife. In jail, they call guns. Go get your gun. Some people actually had guns and shot. I know several people who've been shot. Pen guns, little guns, I'm telling. But anyway, that's another story. Shout out to my Corona Queens people. 2 of them shot, both in their legs. And my other man, shout out to GT Born, he got shot in the chest in C95. In Rikers Island. GT Born, go to Born. Shout him out. That's my boy. Also my boy. That's what I'm saying. You guys don't even understand what I'm saying. But he got shot in 1990 in his chest on Rikers Island, C95, coming out the church, no less. Lord, coming out the church, stepped out the church and got shot on Rikers Island. Facts. But anyway, so when somebody say go get your gun, it means their knife. So Darius had he had like it was still like wounds here, and he got stabbed in his hand too. So his hand was a little messed up. You know what I'm saying? At that time, because it was fresh. Gradually he got his shit back, but in the beginning, he got stabbed. A kid named Barry, something like that, whatever. Like a blood kid or something like that. They went gun to gun up on the hill. Both stabbed each other. Whatever happened, I don't know. I know more details, but it is what it is. So, Darius was always a gully motherfucker. Me and him took charges together, no, you know what I mean? Worked around it, there was no, Darius would, man, come on, man. These dudes running around, and then what happens is when you put a narrative out there, word on the street is that he was out, and he had a case, so he must have been, there's no word on the street, fucking clown. There's no word on the street, bozo. There's no word on the street, none of that. There's no word on the street about any of that. I never heard it. Am I in the loop like that? No, obviously I'm not. I'm a family man. I'm out that life. I'm not in the streets at all. I don't know none of these dudes. But I know my boy. All right? And I know other people who were around him. Okay? He was out on bail. That seemed to be a story with that. Darius was out on bail. Big money bail, too. You know what I mean? He was out on bail. And that's it. He was out on bail and got murdered. What does that have to do with anything? Again, everybody's just making shit up online. And then what happens is when you start spreading those kind of false fucking narratives on people, Then you got people in the comments, oh, snitches, yeah, they get stitches and all this other goofy. Shut the fuck up. Listen, man, unless you got that paperwork, shut the fuck up. Nobody's ever said anything like that. You out-of-town bozos coming into this New York blog life like you like that. Shut the fuck up. Dude actually had the nerve, and then he started calling out, like, he made up whole scenarios between Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj. I mean, like, what? What? All for views, guys. All so he could, you know, get his clout up on YouTube. Like, my thing is, if you're gonna report some shit, report something that you could, say, you know what, I got this from Channel 5 News, I got this from the Daily News, whatever. Even all that's bullshit, but you can say, allegedly, like, the news is reporting murder for hire. I don't know that. The news makes shit up all the time. The news lies all the time, guys. So I don't know. But for them to even be saying that and putting that narrative out there, somebody's definitely telling. That's all going to come out. And that's, you know, somebody's telling in that circle. For them to know it was a murder for hire, they already know everything. Now, again, this kid was already on Rikers Island for a 40 cal gun. You know, it's a lot of rumors in the street about this kid. It's not for me to put him out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you. He had a 40 cal gun. Could that have possibly been the murder weapon? And then they linked it back to him. And then, you know what I mean? Maybe he was the one. Maybe he's the one that, you know, when they pressed him, hey, what's up with this gun? And he said, nah, my friend such and such gave it to me. And maybe that's why both of them are locked up. How about that? How about that? That seemed like a more logical, you know what I mean? That seemed more logical. Maybe that happened, right? What I'm saying is you don't know. But to put narratives out there like, come on, man. You don't know. But to make it like, yeah, this guy and snitches get stitches and shut the fuck up. Shut your mouth. Fucking clown. You ain't even know. My son would have smacked the shit out of you. That's why you deleting all my messages, you bozo. Dblock would have smacked the shit out you. Are you stupid? Are you... Yeah. My boy would have smacked the shit out this dude. Dblock would have smacked the shit out you. Anybody in the comments ever snitched? Kai, what's up? Ellie Wright, facts. Daniel, I trust no one, but Fred is a different animal. I appreciate you. It wasn't me. Daniel, Ex-Toxic, Bobby, Harlan, Notorious, salute. Streets love no fucking body. Facts. Some people will do anything for views. Facts, Bobby. Panama. That's why I left the Supermax. I stayed out 35 years. All praise God. Shout out to Panama. You've been out here all this time doing the right thing, but you understand what I'm saying. These dudes be online just be freestyling, bro. You can't put a label on nobody like that. Especially somebody who is loved in these streets. Let's get this straight. You know, I had somebody ask me, because the kid Zip, shout out to Zip. The kid Zip said, you know, a lot of people is putting justice for Darius. And he feel like that's some ratting shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take it no kind of way because you ain't never heard me say justice for Darius. You ain't never heard Fred White say justice for Darius. Right? Understand that, you know, outside his immediate family, understand this. You ain't never heard Fred say justice for Darius. It is what it is. You hear me say rest in peace to Darius, rest in peace, because like him, I knew him. And I know what justice he would want. You know what I'm saying? So that's more of his point, what he was trying to get across. You guys just are slow sometimes, you know what I mean? You got to read between the lines of what he was saying. He wasn't saying he didn't want to get justice for, you know what I mean? He's just saying that if it was D-Block himself, he's not gonna, he wasn't gonna call the police if he knew who did it. That's all I'm saying. I'm throwing that out there. That's it. So I kind of agree with him with like that, Darius, you know what I mean? Outside the immediate family, Darius wouldn't have want that. D-Block wouldn't have want that. Darius to me, you know what I'm saying? Block to the others. I knew Darius, you know what I mean? These guys knew D-Block. You understand what I'm saying? These guys knew Block. I knew Darius. They were two different people, you know what I mean? But rest in peace to Darius, man. We'll see what comes of it. I don't, again, even Remy Ma, she going through it. I know people have been killing her online. People have been destroying her. But, sometimes kids make their own choices and decisions, man. I know. I did. We all did. People killed my mom, too. My mom tried, but, there was only so much she could do. And when you reach a certain age, you can't control him. The kid was 20, whatever he was, or he was 18, 19 at the time, so I get it. But, we all make our mistakes, guys. Hit the like button, too, because that's what helps me grow, guys. Pause. Hit the like button, please. You know what I mean? I feel bad for Remy. Remy ain't sleeping. Our son, the baby boy's in prison for murder right now, and who knows? He'll beat it or whatever, because they're going to hire good lawyers. So I don't know who's who, who's what. But usually on an investigation like that, when it takes years and they've built the case but it's, in other words, they're not working on this case, them same detectives, for 3 years. They'll work on it for, like you see the first 48, they'll work on it for a couple of days, get the next homicide, it'll go, but it won't. They'll still go back, but then they get another homicide. You know what I mean? But for it to be 3 years later, it means somebody definitely got caught for something else and say, hey, I know about this. And dude was already on the island. They said he got caught with a 40. I don't know what kind of, I don't know, could that have been the murder? I don't know. But for them to have it 3 years later, you see cold case and all of that, somebody done came out and told. Somebody was facing a 10-year stretch, or somebody was probably facing some goofy shit, a year, 2 years. I can't do that. I know something about a homicide, but I need some immunity. I need to talk to the DA, and I need them to make this charge I have right here disappear. And we could talk a homicide. And sometimes, we get that a lot. We get a lot of different homicides. No, this one's gonna make the papers. What? They call the DA. The DA comes in the room, sits down. They want immunity for the case so they don't talk. Man, you watch First 48, man. This ain't nothing new. The streets is a fucking myth. All you gangsters out there, all you trigger pullers, like, man, I'm telling you, even in jail, man, out of every 10 gang members, there's like 2 that are real, man. That the rest are just fucking followers and suckers and never been through shit, and you know what I mean? As soon as them bright lights come on, guys, dudes start telling. So 3 years later is telling me that something very pertinent came up. Could that have been the gun? I don't know. Somebody definitely snitching. It's a fact. Who, though? It's only 2 of them. Not only was it just 2 of them, they know, the police know it, they're putting it out there. Again, it's on all the broadcasts, murder for hire. I don't know if that's true. One person made it, and maybe the rest of the news outlets ran with it, because that's what they do, and it was never true in the first place. I don't know. But for them to put that narrative out there, where there's smoke, there's fire, guys. So if that was the case, and it is a murder for hire, this was my only question, though. If it was a murder for hire and 2 people got knocked for it, the 2 shooters, there should be another 3rd one getting arrested, or maybe that person is the rat. Maybe that person is a rat. He got caught up in something. He's facing 15 years and he said, man, fuck it. I don't know. I don't know. But if they say it is a murder for hire, that means somebody else should have been arrested, right? It should have been 3 people. So that's why I don't know if it was a murder for hire. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if there's a murder for hire, I hired 2 people. Both of those 2 people are arrested. And they know it was a murder for hire, so why ain't I arrested? Right? You see what I'm saying? Could the news just be making shit up? Maybe, because there was supposed to be 3 arrests then, not 2. Unless, like this is scenarios, right? I mean, I don't fucking know. I don't know. But I do know that you putting false narratives out there, and then here's the thing. Other people ran with that shit. Like, other people started to run with that narrative. Let me show you another one. You guys know Al Prophet, right? Al Prophet, almost, look, 600,000 subscribers. 600,000 subscribers. He probably watched that other video of what dude was saying. Watch this. He was watching the video that dude was saying, and he was pretty much trying to say, that these guys are saying.
3 years later,
Look.
Clearly after an extensive investigation.
He talk about Fred White.
See, there's not that many murders in New York, so they'd be investigating them things years later. So Remy Ma's son and his buddy charged with 1st-degree murder for hire on this guy, Dblock. And Dblock was apparently known to Hassan Campbell when it happens. There was some murders this weekend. Rest in peace, Dblock. I don't know if you know him through somebody else. Just an acquaintance. I found, I used to watch this YouTuber, Tales from the Pen, this white guy named Fred. This guy, Darius Gillibo, was a cellmate at one time.
Ex-con from Queens, gunned down. So naturally, it's just, my nature. Damn. So it was one of my boys, So on 148th Street and Rockaway Boulevard.
So there's a link below. You can go watch him talk about Darius Gillibo, his cellmate, aka D-Block. But what about Remy Ma's relationship?
That guy has 600,000. You heard him shout out Fred White. You saw him. That dude has 600,000 subscribers. He's well known. He heard the other kid's video that I'm telling you about. And you understand? That's how that shit starts to spread. These dudes start making fake shit up, bro. I wrote on his shit too. There's no, unless you got paperwork, don't start assuming because my boy was out on a case, automatically he was snitching. It's called bail, you fucking idiots. It's called bail, stupid. A lot of money bail, stupid. That's what it's called, and a good lawyer, stupid. Fuck out of here. These dudes just be making shit up. And it's annoying because I know for a fact he would never say no crazy shit like that to, you know what I mean? To D-Block. Like if D-Block was here, you would never say no shit like that. My son would have punched you right in your fucking face. Facts. Facts. Check these comments. I'm not here for the trolls, but I love to see the good convos. Shout out to Samantha. Yeah, Rowan, just start smashing these idiots. Thank you to my moderators, cause some of these idiots, they just say ridiculous shit. They just say ridiculous shit, like these fucking YouTubers who ain't even know my boy at all. They don't even know what the fuck he looks like, but a picture. You heard? Fucking weirdos. Spreading false narratives on my boy. I'm telling you, goddamn it, he would have. Man, shut the fuck up. You know, let him rest in peace, man. Leave his family alone. Now you doing that bullshit. That's another thing. You know what I mean? When you start putting false narratives out there about a city or nothing, people that you have no clue about, they got family. They got family. And you got big platforms, you know, they got family out here. How you think they feel? Now this shit is all coming back up now. How do you think they feel when you spreading false narratives like that, bro? Like, that's how dudes get smacked around on video, yeah? On tape. That's how they get smacked up, beat up, run down on. You know what I mean? You talking shit about shit that you don't fucking know nothing about at all. Zero. Nothing. And it's not even that you're reporting. Again, I can respect if you're reporting where you can use a reference. Like, I got this from dailynews.com. I got this from the Post. I got this from the Times. This is what they said. Not saying it's true, but this is what they said. That's how you're supposed to do it. But nowhere in no narratives and anything ever has that been a narrative that my boy was out for other reasons other than bail. That's what I got a problem with. You crossing the line now, man. You making shit up, man. You making shit up. You know, and when you start making shit up, people get hurt where I'm from. I don't know where dude is from, but I could tell he ain't from New York. I could definitely tell you that. But I could tell you is that false narratives where I'm from, come on, man. You know the murder rate here, man. Stop being stupid. These dudes be stupid, act like they don't know the murder rate here. Fucking idiots. Yeah, you guys know I get a little emotional because I just, you know what I mean? When people just start making shit up. Oh, he was out when he died and he had just caught a case the year before, so 2 and 2 equals, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shout out to New York, Kerry. Shout out to Jordan. 420, salute. People talk out their ass. That's the problem, talking about things they know nothing about. That's a fact, Notorious. IDC, shout it out. Facts, Mac Dawn. But that's the thing. Hey, come with paperwork. That's the thing. You know, it is what it is. But you can't make a narrative up from another state that you ain't even from. You ain't even from. Oh, he was out, so that means automatically he must be a rat. Where they do that at? Where they just throw labels around like that? Where they do that at? I'm telling you, where I'm from, man, a rumor will get you fucking fucked up. You guys know, I ruined a dude's fucking face for a fucking rumor. A couple times. Yeah. Right. Facts. Arnold Rojas, that's his name. I tore his ass up because dudes told me he was scheming on my shoes. Do I know it was true? No. Yo, he was scheming on your shoes. What? He had left the house, is what happened. He had left the house. Like when I first got there, you know what I mean? He was there, whatever. You know what I mean? He was one of the Spanish dudes running the house, whatever. After like a few days, he left. He went to the Bing. He had Bing time. And people told me, yo, Fred, he was scheming on your shoes. I had them Bobby Brown, every little step I take. Doc Martens had just came out. Doc Martens was the shit. I had the Doc Marten shoes on, you know what I'm saying? And he you know, yo, he was scheming on your shoes. Do I know it's true? No. But I'm like, all right, when I see him, it's on, it's popping. But he was gone, he was in the Bing. I didn't think I would ever see him again. He came back. Man, like 60 days he did his time. They brought him back to the house. So, you know what I mean? I washed his ass up. I C95, I cut him. That's what I did. I ain't, you know, I washed him, but I cut him. And do I even know it was true? No. You know what I'm saying? So I know, I lived it. I know. That's just one. You know what I mean? Another time I ruined another dude's face that a lot of people know. You know what I mean? My man said he see him in the barber shop and his face is fucked up. You know what I mean? I did that. I did that because you know, dudes came to me and said, yo, he was, you know, my boy threw 2 people in the bathroom. Dude told my boys, Sonny, yo, go get your gun. Sonny was like, what? He went and really got his knife. And when he ran up on him, he threw 2 people in the bathroom, closed the door, stabbed one of them. The other one ran out, but my boy ended up getting knocked, him and the kid China. The kid name was China. We used to call him Don Q. I think he's from Harlem. He's from Harlem or the Bronx, Don Q. Then they started calling him China. And then whatever. I was with him on the island. I knew him, you know what I mean? Him and Sonny, whatever happened. I'm not saying he's a sucker. He ain't tell. You know what I'm saying? So anybody know Don Q, a.k.a. China, from Harlem? Yeah. So, but me and him, you know, again, so my man stabbed him. Bang. His man ran out the bathroom. His man. So my boy and the kid, Don, you know, I knew him as Don Q when we was on the island back in the day. Him and them 2 went to the box. So by the time it got back to me, the dudes was like, yo, they tried to jump your man. That was never the case, though. That was never the case. My boy threw both of them in the bathroom and went at him. Son ran out. That's what, you know, that's, I ain't know that though. But dudes is running to me and they saying, yo, Fred. You know, Sonny, you know what I mean? A lot of people know the stories. Some of the people's in his comments was there. You know what I'm saying? My brother Nay was there. There's people that's there that can verify. So dudes came to me and told me, yo, Fred, yo, they tried to jump him. I'm like, what? And the kid that got away, he was running around Population when my boy was in the box with the other kid, China, Don Q, China. They was in the box. And this kid was running around Population and he tried to jump my man? Nah. Tried to jump my brother? You crazy. Nah. Ran up on him, he had 4 or 5 people there. I ran up on him by myself, splashed his fucking ass, true story, whatever. Get to the box, come to find out, Sonny sent me the ticket. And Sonny sent me a kite. Like, yo, what you doing here? Because I walked right past the cell, cuffed up. Yo, what the fuck? I, you know, went to my cell. You know, I didn't want to say too much because, you know, they listening. And then come to find out, he said, yo, that kid didn't jump me. I threw them both in the bathroom. And I went at the light-skinned kid, the other kid, and Don Q was next to me. China was, he was in the next cell next to me. We was talking through the vent type shit. He ain't tell them, you know what I mean? Just in case anybody do know him, because he is known out there in Harlem. He did not tell. But he'll tell you too. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I masterpieced this, you know, his man's face. Ask him. I ain't lying. I ain't capping. For a rumor. For a rumor. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Come, you know, and all I could do, son came to my cell with his face all fucking twisted. He gave me books. He told me he understood why I did it. Ain't that some crazy shit, guys? Think about what I just said. I rewired his face, bro. I'm telling you right now, he's not, you know what I mean? It's not, it wasn't a normal scratch. Like, I've done scratches, bullshit scratch. I cut this kid's school. I cut this kid Sincere on the cat, where I barely got him, but it was a lot of blood, like right here. But, you know what I'm saying? Where I barely scratched certain people, not him. Not him. And I, you know, I apologize even if I know if I see him what it is. Like if we in the street, you know what I mean? He don't live, he's, you know what I mean? I know, you know, so I'm always on point. But I did that for a rumor. I did that because dudes told me this. So, you know what I mean? I got to go and do it. So this is why I'm telling all you fake-ass fucking YouTubers. I'm telling all you fake-ass YouTubers, man. A rumor could get you fucking killed where I'm from. And I'm telling you. I ain't making shit up. What's going on here? Who can get you fucking killed where I'm from? I'm telling you. I ain't making shit up. What's going on here? Hey, okay, real prison talk. Shut up. What year, Fred? What spot? Oh, which one? Which incident? Real prison talk, Tommy. Which incident you talking about? Because I just gave you a couple of them. Otisville. One was in Otisville State Correctional Facility. The other one was in C95 in Rikers Island. Shout out to Bella. Husband asked me to say hi to Bella. Shout out to Bella. He knew he was in the wrong, that's why he felt the pain, literally. Facts. Hey, listen, anybody come in here with some bullshit, my moderators, just block them, hide them from the channel. Just, you know, there's no timeouts, there's no just get them the fuck out of here. Hit that like button, facts. The last story. Oh, the last story, that was in Otisville. It was a medium security prison. And the thing is that the kid that I cut, I knew him too. Like, we was on the island in the 80s. We was in Kaksaki in 90, 91. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn dude, a lot of Brooklyn dudes know who he is. But he told on me. So at the end of the day, he can't, like, he told on me. He told on me. The kid Don Q, China, he didn't tell. In fact, my boy beat the charge. Because he only had like one little hole in his back and it could have been brushed off as a scratch. Sonny never got caught with the burner. When the police, you know, when one of the, Sonny was in that house so long that he knew the police was, you know, they was cool. It's as weird as that sounds, right? In his jail, right? But when you're in the house 6-7 years, he was in the house like 5 years. It's the same police. They know who you are. It's like you get a, you know what I mean? Whatever. So when the police ran, hey, what happened? He had to put his hand behind his back. He had the knife behind his back. And my boy Shim, shout out to Shim, Sean, my brother, East New York. I'm going to do an interview with him. He met his dad in prison in Otisville, where we was at. True story. Anyway, so my boy Shim took the knife. You know what I'm saying? Another legendary Brooklyn dude. And ran off with it, whatever. So they ain't see no knife. And he just had a little poke in the back. So they ain't even know he got poked. Like, and he ended up, Sonny beat the case. And Don Q too. They, you know, I don't know if they shipped Don Q out or they sent him back to population. I don't know. They may have shipped him out. But they kept my man. And I left. You know what I'm saying? But the dude came to my cell. I guess because he knew he ratted too, because when I got the ticket, it's on the ticket. I've shown the ticket online before. If you guys want to go see the ticket, look down. I don't know if it's on the live section or the video section of my page. Just scroll down a couple years ago and it'll say Kaksaki and it might say Tier 3 hearings or something like that, where I show tickets of said assaults. No disrespect or nothing like that. I just had I had a couple tickets. I don't even know why I still had them. But I showed them to the people. Some of my moderators have seen, you know what I mean? I've shown them. So people look and can see also what tickets look like in New York, how they look, tier hearings, you know, the decisions, and you know, I was showing it in the appeal process. You know, I was showing it in the appeal process, so it wasn't no glorification. I was just showing people what the tickets were and how they were. But when after I splashed dude and he did, you know, he said on his deathbed, this is what the ticket says, because he thought he was dying. And his dying declaration was that the tall white guy did it. Me. So when he came to my, you know, I'm like, damn. Because my boy already told me, you know, you cut him for no reason, bro. I was like, fuck. And the thing is, shout out to my boy Jeff, J-Rock. My boy Jeff out there in St. Anne's and what, you know what I mean? 141st over there. It's my brother J-Rock. This was like his man that I split. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of dudes from Kaksaki knew the kid. I knew him from Kaksaki, but I ain't know him. I knew a lot of dudes in Kaksaki, but I ain't know them. I, you know, pass by, know who they are, know their names. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. But I didn't actually, like, you know what I mean? So it wasn't nothing for me to splash them. But I regretted it because I splashed them for a rumor, guys. I splashed them for some false narrative, which is what I'm trying to warn these dudes out here about, spreading false narratives about my son. Unless you got paperwork, Don't listen to these other bloggers who don't fucking know nothing. Don't be running around talking slander. I'm telling you. I know you guys don't understand what I'm saying, but don't run around here talking no slander because something could happen to you. I'm not lying to you. Something could happen to you, man. I know you guys don't understand what I'm saying, but don't run around here talking no slander because something could happen to you. I'm not lying to you. Something could happen to you, man. So, yeah, so dude came to my cell and I showed him the ticket. I'm like, yo, bro. Shit fucked up all the way to the back. I had a brand new rug cutter. I'm not glorifying it. I'm telling you, this is prison. This is life. This is the life you have to live sometimes, man. You know what I mean? Kids, is this how you want to live your life? Fuck out of here. So, that was the incident. From that incident there, and then he went to the tier hearing, and I thought he was going to keep it tall, man. But he was passing me books and all that shit. In fact, when I got a visit, they didn't even want me to come up to the visit room. They had a special visit up for the box people only. It was a little hallway. And the PC dudes, which is what he was in, was right here. Like, I literally walked right past him. I had a pencil, though. But I literally walked right past him, and then coming off the visit, same thing. I walked right past him. I was ready, though. I was on point, and the police was escorting me, but I still was ready. He didn't do nothing. And then he went to the tier hearing and said, you know what I'm saying? I had the recording, man. I can't find that shit. But he actually said, they were like, well, did inmate Johnson do it? He was like, I seen a tall white guy. He said, I seen a white hand come across my face. That's what he said. He said he seen a white hand come across his face. So you can't say it was him, wasn't him. I don't know. Like, he was very evasive. Where he could have just been like, that white boy? Oh, nah, that's not the one. I don't know what but that one you got locked up? He's definitely not the one. And I would have walked out of that tier hearing. They probably still would have kicked me out the jail, but I wouldn't have had to do all that box time. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go in there and do that, man. So, you know, he told on ticket. I have that. And he also told on the recording. Otherwise, I could have actually walked out of there. If he'd have been like, nah, you got the wrong white boy. Not him. He didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what you did, man. It was jail. Yeah, I'm sorry I did it, but you shouldn't have told. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have told on me, man. Because that's another thing. And when you tell on somebody, you're never going to see them again in the system unless they make a mistake. You're going to have a separation. So we were going to go to different jails. And if he, you know, like if I was coming they transferred me by accident to his jail, they moving him. You know what I'm saying? They're not keeping us in the same jail. So if you don't tell, if you get cut in jail, and you do not tell, you have a chance to see your assailant again. Are you with me? You have a chance to see your assailant because they don't know who did it. You know, they transfer you all the time. PK draft, they just transfer you. When you get there comfortable, you think you're comfortable, transfer. If you think you're comfortable in this jail, been there a year or two, transfer. That's what they do. They make you uncomfortable. So you're always transferring around. And if you may see each other again and bump into each other again. But if you have that separation, that's never going to happen. So that's also a negative of telling. Not only is you labeled a rat, but you ain't never even going to see the dude that did that to you. Maybe that was your cause maybe that was your plan from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, you know, I apologize to him, but what could I have said? I apologized to him through the gate. Yo, man, my bad. I'm trying to get out that ticket too, but it was my bad. It was my, you know, I shouldn't have did it. You know, but it was a rumor. It's prison. It was the environment. And that's when I met Darius. When I went to the box, they had just opened this brand new box. We heard Fishgill and boom. And that's when I met Darius, Dblock. You know what I'm saying? 1998. Right. Exactly. So I knew him a long time. So when I see these dudes online spreading false narratives, you know, it's one thing to have paperwork. I would say salute to that then. Right. But it's another just to spread a narrative because the guy's out on a case. Like you ain't never heard of bail. And a lot of bail too. It was like 100,000. It was some crazy. It was a big bail. You can't just put two and two together like that, especially as an out-of-towner who don't know nothing that's going on in New York. Again, I played the clip earlier. I just don't want to play it again. I don't want to give this dude no promo. I'm not even going to say his name. But dude got like almost 250,000 subscribers, so a lot of people listen to him. So he's getting his view and point out there. And then other bloggers, you know, who Google Darius' name are picking up on that, and then they're running with it. Oh, they're saying, and it goes on like a post office, guys. The post office, remember when you were younger, the post office shit? You say one thing, by the time it gets to somebody else, it's totally different. It's disgusting. Oh shit, it's 9:55. I gotta go pick up my son, guys. I told him I'd be there at 10, so I gotta go. Listen, I love you guys. I just wanted to come up here and check some bozos. You fake ass YouTubers, stop talking about my boy like you fucking actually know him. Fucking dumbasses. You guys know the motto, man. Experience is the greatest teacher. But somebody else's experience can be just as valuable if you pay attention and listen. I love you guys. I appreciate everybody who stopped by. Thank you.